Hello everybody and welcome to Potterismic Theories. So today we're going to be breaking down the character of Sirius Black and just divulge into some of his background and history of his character. So Sirius Black III was born on the 3rd of November 1959 in Islington, London. He was sorted into Gryffindor House at a Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry from 1971 to 1978, and he became good friends with 3 other people who we will get into shortly. Sirius Black is the oldest son of Walburga and Orion Black, and the oldest brother of Regulus Arcturus Black. His family were all sorted into Slytherin House. However, Sirius is the only character, the only person from his family that was sorted into Gryffindor House, which unfortunately caused his parents to disown him for not being in the House of Slytherin. And yeah, so there's not really much to say about his family, but this is strictly about Sirius Black, so we'll get into him next. So Sirius Black befriended Remus Lupin, James Potter and Peter Pettigrew, who the 4 of them then became known as the Marauders and created their own map known as the Marauders map, which we will get into later on. Each of these boys were mischievous, and all 4 of them were sorted into Gryffindor House, as I mentioned, with Sirius Black himself. However, they all had to comfort Remus as they found out he was a werewolf, and they all became Animagi, or Animagi, as it's known as. So yeah, the Marauders map consists of Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot and Prongs. Moony being Remus Lupin, Wormtail being Peter Pettigrew, Padfoot being Sirius Black himself, and Prongs being James Potter. Sirius Black was the closest friend of James Potter. They were like brothers to each other, and they all decided to create the Marauders map to locate their way around Hogwarts by marking off each area of Hogwarts, besides the Room of Requirement and the Chamber of Secrets, as they were both unplottable on the Marauders map. Now, Sirius Black took on the Animagus form of a black dog, which we will get into next. So as I mentioned, Sirius Black took on the form of this black dog, which is his Animagus form. However, he was an unregistered Animagus, and he took on the form of a black dog to sort of help Remus Lupin in his werewolf form and comfort him whilst in the Shrieking Shack, so that he wouldn't harm anyone in his werewolf form. However, the only time Sirius had to result in battling the werewolf Lupin was in 1994, when a full moon happened and Remus forgot to take his wolfsbane potion, and he transformed into his werewolf form and tried to attack the trio. So Sirius had no choice but to transform into his dog to protect the trio, and it unfortunately caused Sirius to get severely injured and pass out by a lake. And by the time he got to Harry, he was getting overwhelmed by Dementors and almost lost his soul. But we'll get into some of that later on as well. So Sirius Black is cousins to Bellatrix Lestrange, née Black, Narcissa Malfoy, née Black, and Andromeda Tonks, née Black. They were all of his cousins. However, Bellatrix and Narcissa hated Sirius, Andromeda didn't. And unfortunately, Bellatrix Lestrange was the cause of Sirius Black's death in 1996, which we'll get into later on as well. So unfortunately in 1981, Peter Pettigrew betrayed the Potters to Lord Voldemort, and unfortunately Sirius Black was framed for the Potters' murders, along with murdering 12 Muggles, and Peter Pettigrew fled and transformed into his rat form, which resulted in Sirius Black unfortunately going to Azkaban for 12 years, which 12 years was a long time. However, Sirius Black did escape into his dog form to hunt down Peter Pettigrew. However, it took a long time, and it didn't really happen until 1994, when Sirius confronted the trio in the Shrieking Shack and revealed to them that Peter Pettigrew was the cause of the Potters' deaths and that he was framed for their murders. Which, yeah. So unfortunately, Azkaban took a toll on Sirius and made him go quite crazy, which is how he was when he was looking for Peter Pettigrew, which, you know, is insane really. So Sirius Black, along with Remus Lupin, encountered or confronted the trio in the Shrieking Shack in 1994, and that was the time where they then revealed that Peter Pettigrew was the one that killed Harry Potter's parents, Lily and James Potter. Now, the revelation of Peter Pettigrew was found to have been Ron Weasley's pet rat, Scabbers, as he was missing a toe, and Peter Pettigrew cut off his own finger to make it look like he had been killed. So he went into hiding for 12 years. And that, unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, resulted in Sirius Black going to Azkaban prison. However, the trio then find out Sirius was innocent, and Sirius reveals to Harry that he is his godfather. So once Sirius Black reveals that he is Harry's godfather, he asks if Harry would like to go and live with him instead of the Dursleys. And that makes Harry realise that he would be better off living with Sirius, as he has a family member to live with who will care about him, as the Dursleys don't really care about Harry, Sirius does, so that is a good decision. However, after the skirmish at the Black Lake where Sirius and Harry, and in the book it's Hermione as well, they're attacked by the Dementors, and I said the Death Eaters, Sirius Black is actually locked up in Professor Flitwick's office in the book. However, it's the Dark Tower in the movie, and he's imprisoned and waited to be sentenced to the Dementor's kiss. However, he is freed by Harry and Hermione, and he basically rides Buckbeak to go into hiding for many years to come. However, this results in Sirius Black contacting Harry in 1994 during the Triwizard Tournament to make sure Harry is safe, and, you know. Now, a quick disclosure, there's not a lot of photos, I've just done the odd few to just make this sort of go along, but I do hope this video doesn't. This final part of this story is, unfortunately, during the Battle of Department of Mysteries in 1996, Sirius Black is struck with the killing curse by Bellatrix Lestrange and unfortunately dies by falling into the Veil. And unfortunately, Sirius Black was only 36 when he died, which is honestly a really sad age to die. I mean, even Lily and James Potter, they were like 21 when they died. That's even sadder. But yes, Sirius Black's death was what resulted in Harry wanting revenge on Bellatrix, as well as Voldemort himself as well. And unfortunately, Sirius Black was the last family member who Harry had lost. Unfortunately, he obviously still ended up with the Dursleys after Sirius's death, and it was unfortunate because Harry obviously never really got to live with Sirius properly, and Sirius left his house to Harry in his will. So So Sirius Black does have an ancestor known as Phineas Nigellus Black, who is basically the Hogwarts headmaster during the video game Hogwarts Legacy, and that is pretty cool how he is actually Sirius Black's ancestor, probably great-great-grandfather, I'm assuming. I've got the wiki up here and I'm just reading through little bits. Yeah, might sound a bit bad. I didn't want to divulge too much into Sirius's backstory and background. I just wanted to share a little information with you. For Potter fans, you already know, but yeah. I hope you all enjoy this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what character you'd like to see. Let me know what character you would like to see next. I might do James Potter next or Remus Lupin.